This is where it basically releases this enzyme which breaks down urea into carbon dioxide and into ammonia. And then what it does is H. pylori triggers the release of histamine from the mast cells. When histamine releases, it triggers a specific receptor in our stomach called the histamine 2 receptor. And that receptor triggers the release of stomach acid, and it increases that stomach acid. And what that does is it allows that ammonia, to go through a process called proteination and be converted into ammonium. And when it becomes ammonium's an alkalizer. So if you look at the pH scale, it's more toward the alkaline area. And what H. pylori does is it uses that as a protective shield. And at the same time, it's triggering the stomach lining to release more of that histamine. So it's increasing the acid. And as that acid goes up, the stomach viscosity, the actual stomach acid, becomes thinner. And as the viscosity reduces, this allows the H. pylori to use its little flagella to swim. And as it swims along, it will then attach itself to the stomach lining. And that's the way it does that is it uses lipopolysaccharides. That LPS is what it uses to attach itself to the tight junctions in the stomach. And once it's attached itself in the stomach, it then releases VAC-A and CAG-A. And what these two endotoxins do is they are what trigger the stomach lining to break down. They actually cause cell death in the stomach lining. And as it starts to cause that cell death, and as it starts to break down that stomach lining, it can then slowly start burrowing through the stomach lining. And so when that happens, the stomach and the body tries to defend itself. And as I was saying at the start, there's mast cells which line the entire gastrointestinal tract. Mast cells are located all around the body. And the first line of defense is those mast cells. And it's one of the primary sources of defense. And what these mast cells do is they start to release histamine to create an inflammatory barrier. And because it's creating that inflammatory barrier, you have this constant buildup of histamine, which is triggering other receptors, increasing stomach acid, causing gastrointestinal further down, triggering acid reflux. It's this constant cycle of these toxins being released. And this is where relies the problem. The ammonium and the histamine, they're the two things that we need to be focusing on.
Thanks for watching this video, and you can find the full-length podcast episode here on this channel, or you can head over to Apple Podcast or Spotify. And don't forget to like this video.